We're on the last night of this 2-week trip, all the way out to Kalgoorlie, up to Leinster, across to Mount Magnet, and then back home again down the Great Northern Highway. And this is our first trip with the Hetzer scooters. Now, of course, we bought these for helping us to explore little towns and even bigger towns like Kalgoorlie. So what do I think of them, and were they any good? Well, the answer to both of those is I think they're great, and yes, they are very, very good. They are very sturdy. We've been over some roughish dirt roads with them, ruts here and there, and it's a hard ride because they're not pneumatic tyres. But I think I'd rather have the solid tyres than the chance of getting a puncture, because getting a puncture with these things means a lot of hard work changing a tyre and repairing it. You're never going to get a flat tyre with these. Is it a good idea for them to have such knobbly tyres? Maybe not, because that actually adds to the roughness of the ride. I think a smoother, slicker tyre would be better, something that's still got grip but not quite so knobbly. Even so, it's not that bad. You don't really get sore. You can feel the bumps you're going over, and the suspension on the bottom end of these scooters, I can't see that it does much, but the suspension under the seat definitely does help. If you hit any particularly large bumps, that does absorb some of the impact from that. Now, as for folding them up, packing them away, everything went very smoothly with that. They fit in the trailer really well. In fact, they fit in the trailer better than the Lightners do. Now, I still love my Lightner bikes, they're great, but the scooters are so much more fun. I got to tell you, these things are awesome to ride around on. They're difficult to fall off of, because you can literally stick your legs out both sides and skim your feet across any surface if you start to lose your balance a bit. I've done that a couple of times on gravel, where you start to just slide sideways a little, and all you've got to do to get out of that is put your foot down, regain your balance, and you're off again. As for the build quality, the only problem I've had so far is with this. Talking to the manufacturer, that brake there, I did actually drop the scooter, so that could be my fault. It did drop on this side, so it could actually be my fault that that broke. So I'll get that sorted when I get home. I'll just get another handle for it and replace it. And that is the only real problem we've had. But I do remember, I think I was in Kalgoorlie or somewhere, a little bit of inattention and the scooter just fell on its side, and that, I guess, could have caused that to snap inside there. So I'll take the blame for that one this time. If it happens again, I won't, if I don't drop it. But the only problem we've had is that. Everything else has worked flawlessly. They do slow down a bit going up steep hills. They slow down even more with me on them. That's understandable. But other than that, the acceleration on them is great. I don't have any problems with that. The little carriers are really useful for putting your charger and your toolkit, and you can put your wallet and your keys and things like that in there when you're riding. They're very handy, very useful thing to have. If you're going to get a scooter, get something like that to hold bits and pieces. I have got a wire basket, and you can see it's made a bit of a mess on the back of this. Now, this stuff isn't great. It's just like stick-on sandpaper. It's just a sort of anti-slip surface. And having the wire basket on here strapped down, that tends to rub, and it's rubbed a few bits of that off. But having the wire basket is still worth it, because I can carry a lot more stuff on the back if I want to go shopping or do something like that. You can see they're pretty dusty. They've been through quite a few tracks. They're not an off-road bike, they're not an off-road scooter, but they did pretty well. They're strong enough to handle it, for sure. As I say, not the most comfortable ride on the planet, but still quite acceptable. Everything else on them has been great. The brakes, this one I can't count at the moment because it's not working, but with these brakes, they work really well. bring you to a stop very quickly, very effective brakes. And what else can I think of to tell you about them? They've just been great fun to ride. We've enjoyed the experience immensely. Having seats on them, especially if you're our age, I think makes sense. I have occasionally stood up and ridden it in that position. I do feel less safe standing, because if anything goes wrong, it's going to be a lot harder to recover than if you're sitting down and you can just pop your legs out both sides. So that's just a preference. I would say if you've got a chance to get a scooter with a seat, get one. If you don't want to ride it with the seat on there, you can always unbolt it, take it off. But I think it's better to have one than not. The little clips, I'm getting used to how these clip and unclip, and you put this down. I was originally clunking myself on the head with the handlebars because I wasn't quite used to the way that works, that clip at the bottom, that red one. But no, it's just a small learning curve to get used to that. This I'm still really not quite sure what to do with that. It's the only spot I can find to put it, and as long as you hold that down, the phone charger, as long as you hold that down firmly, that's not going to move when you're riding, and you really want to keep your hands on there anyway. That's only going to move when you take the pressure off. As soon as I put pressure on, it locks it. So I think I'm going to just leave that there. I do have one for my bike. I'm probably going to put one on there as well. Okay, what else? I think that's about it for now. We'll have a little play session with the lights later on, so you can see the lights on these flash at night. They're pretty effective. They show up really well. But overall, I think getting the scooters was, yeah, it was a good investment. They've been good fun, and they've done exactly what we wanted. They've allowed us to get around towns where we would have been absolutely exhausted getting around Kalgoorlie. We were 3 kilometres away from town for starters. These zipped us up there in no time, and we could explore the town, and that was fantastic. We've got a proper lock for them, and perhaps I'll show you that a little bit later on. But it was from Anaconda, and it comes with a cable. I'll give you a look at that later on. So we've just got the one lock and one cable for both of them, because we can lock them together and use the cable to attach to a pole or something like that. But if you're looking at getting a scooter, I think these are a good solid model to get started with. They're not top-end scooters, but they're also not entry-level scooters. They're not El Cheapos. Very, very strong, very well built, and no problems at all with any kind of breakages down here with the suspension or anything else on them. And like I say, we've been over some pretty rough tracks. So if you're thinking about getting a scooter, have a look at Hetzer. I think it's not a bad little model. We're not getting anything to say that. We bought them with our own money. I did my own research before I bought them, and there's another chap in Perth who has a video up. He bought one, and he did a video on them, and basically it was almost on his video, and what he told me about what he tells his viewers about his scooter convinced me that these would be a good one to try out. And yeah, very, very happy with them so far. And that's at the end of quite a robust 2-week trip. There is one thing I forgot to mention with these scooters, and that's when you're folding these handles down, it's good to have an hockey strap to hold them together, because when you fold it up and put it in the back of the car or in the back of the trailer, these are inclined to pop back up, and the minute they do that, they lock themselves back out into this position again. So when you fold them down, just get a hockey strap, put it around both handles, and that'll just hold them in place while it's folded up, and then you can move it around easily, because you can see the minute they flick back up, they'll lock themselves into position. And if you're trying to pull that out of the back of the car or drag it out the back of the trailer, that can be a bit of a nuisance, because that can catch on something else, and you don't really want that happening. So you just need something to keep them locked down in position and to stop them doing that when you are moving it around when it's folded up. And it's just one last little tip. If you're getting a scooter, they don't all have folding handlebars, by the way. Not all of them have that feature, so it's useful, very, very useful, because it enables them to get into much smaller spaces if you can fold those up. And very last thing I'll do, I'll come back to these later tonight, I'll have a squiz at them with the lights on.